So let's say that you have been blending your eyeshadow for the past 20 minutes. It's the perfect blended eyeshadow. And now finally, it's about that time to do your winged eyeliner. And it all goes to shit. It's been happening to me so many times I've lost count, and it's probably been happening to you at some point. So not only did you f up your eyeliner, you also f***ed up your very nicely blended eyeshadow. Let's say that you can save this. Would you save it, or would you wipe away all your makeup, go to bed, and watch Netflix? Personally, I think that you should try again. And you can do this in 4 simple steps. Wipe away, conceal, blend again, and try again. And today I will show you how you can do it. So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and let's get into it. So as you can tell, I have done my entire face and the only thing left now is to do my eyeliner. And today I will be using my Swing eyeliner from the BOO, and this is a matte liquid eyeliner. So I will actually f up my eyeliner on purpose today just for this video, and as much as that hurts me to say, I want to show you how easy it is to save a gorgeous eye look. So yeah, we are just going to... Oh god, I'm shaking so bad today. So I will obviously show you how you can fix your wing. I don't really have a good way of showing, like if you would f up, like if you would get eyeliner up here, you could obviously take your pair of tweezers and kind of like when it's dry, you can just kind of like flake it off, but it has to be dry. Never go in and try to fix something while the eyeliner is wet. Don't do it. So the issue that I have, or that a lot of people seem to have, is that you put your wing a little bit too high up, like into your eyeshadow. So I will kind of just do the same here, and I will also kind of make it a little bit crooked. I mean, we're going to remove this later anyways. Okay, so now I will just do my eyeliner like this, just mess it up, I don't care. So yeah, now we are just going to let it dry because we need a dry eyeliner to work with. It's much easier to work with a dry eyeliner than it is to work with a wet one, because when it's wet, you will get it all over the place.
That's what she said!
So don't do that. So we are just going to wait until it is completely dry and we can just like make it dry ourselves. So my eyeliner is now dry and we are now going to fix this. So what you will need is a lot of Q-tips, and you will also need a oiled based eye and makeup remover. And this one is from NYX, and this one has been my savior so many times. I love this. So what you will do now is to unscrew the cap and shake it up just so that it all mixes together, the oils and the makeup remover, and then you just put the Q-tip into the mixture and you kind of like, you don't need it to be soaking. So what I used to do is I put a little bit on my hand here and then I just start the wiping process. So we are just going to slowly and carefully wipe away the messy wing. And obviously you will remove the eyeshadow and the eyeliner and all of it. Don't worry though, this is where all of the Q-tips comes in handy, because if you use the same Q-tip, you will just kind of like move it all around and you don't want that. So just kind of go in with a lot of Q-tips, and usually I don't really need to wipe away like up here, because usually it's usually not that bad. And if you feel like you need a little bit more, you just go into the makeup remover and you put it on your hand and you just go in and you remove a little bit more and just kind of fade it out. Try to not spread it all the way out here, but try to just kind of always go in with a new Q-tip. And it will look messy, but do not fear because we will cover this up with the same eye primer or the same concealer that we used before. Your eye will probably hate you for this just for a couple of minutes. And you kind of have to moisturize your eyes just a little bit extra after you have taken away your makeup. But I'm kind of happy with that. We have no oil left and it is all clean. So now I will go in with my eye primer, and I am using the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly for this. So what I will do is that I will just remove the cap. So what I will do now is that I will take the paint pot or the concealer. You can definitely use a concealer, no worries. I think that it is a little bit easier to use a cream concealer and not a liquidy concealer, but whatever works. So I will take a kind of a fluffy brush and I will just dip it into my concealer or my eye primer. So now I will just go in and kind of dab. I would say. And don't worry about going, you know, on top of your eyeshadow because that's kind of the point as well. And then what I usually do is that I take this kind of like buffer brush. This is the Buff and Blend E39 from Sigma. And I just buff the edges out and I buff it into the eyeshadow. And now we are just going to put on some more eyeshadow. But before we go in with any eyeshadow, I usually just take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and just kind of like use it as a transition shade because we want it all to look the same as it did before we f***ed the eyeliner up. So I would just take a little bit of this powder and just put it on here. And that will be our transition. I mean, it already looks better, which is a very good sign. So I will just use the burnt orange from the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills as my first shade or whatever. So I will just dip into that one very carefully and just start to blend. And then I will go in to red ochre that I used before as well. And now I will just kind of like darken up the crease a little bit more. And what I usually do is that I go in like all the way, so to speak. So over the old eyeshadow or like the old eyeshadow, kind of like focus most of the eyeshadow out here. I mean, it's pretty logical, but I'm just saying it anyways. So if it's like a little bit uneven, it's okay because you will kind of like, I mean, it's a lot of this today, but you will kind of like cover it up anyways. So don't worry. Never worry. It is only makeup and you can wipe it away. You can fix it. Don't cry. Even if I actually am guilty of just sitting down and bawling on my bathroom floor. So right now I'm really happy with the results. So now we are just going to try again. And I'm actually really shaky today because I've had a lot of coffee. Yeah, let's just pray for me and okay, so now we are just going to not breathe for a while. Okay. Do we like it? I don't really know because the problem is it's not really a problem, it's just that it's harder for me or for anybody for that matter because I have hooded eyes, and when you have hooded eyes it's kind of hard to do winged eyeliner, but it's also kind of hard to do cut creases. If you have hooded eyes, you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty difficult, but you know, you just have to work with it. And I think I will do a video on it because a lot of people do kind of like comment on my eyeliner sometimes that when I close my eyes, my eyeliner goes, it's kind of thick, but it needs to be thick because I have hooded eyes, and as you can tell, the eyelid goes all the way down there. So if I don't do the thick liner, it will look even worse. So now I will just basically take a angled brush, any angled brush will do, and I will just take some of this painterly. Okay, so now I will just go in with, God, I'm shaking so bad, stop. And there. So now I will just take some of my favorite foundation powder and I will just put it on one of these little flat brushes with some cat hair on it. That's so hygienic, girl. I mean, you don't really need to do this every day. This is more of a one-time solution, or like if you're going out and you really do not have the time to redo your entire face, but you don't really want to leave the house with a weird wing on your face, this is definitely a very good solution, I feel like. So now I will just do my other side and put on some lashes and I will be back. And that was all for today, guys. I really hope that this helped somebody out there in desperate need of help. I mean, I have been in this situation more times than I can count, so I really, really, really hope that this helped somebody. And if it did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye, guys. Now I'm on